Today I'm going to be sharing my top 20 gifts for toddlers. This is perfect for like Christmas, birthdays, any kind of holiday where you are looking to get a toddler a gift and don't really know what to get them. So I'm going to start out with gifts that are under $10 and work up to some that are over $100. And I'll put the chapters below so you can just kind of click around and see what you're looking for. And then I'll also put the links below in the description and some pictures up here on the screen so that you can see exactly what they are. So starting out with gifts under $10, I would say board books are fantastic. I like to get board books for my kids all the time. We actually like to get used ones because there are so many used bookstores that have tons of kids board books where you can just get those a lot cheaper than you would if you're like paying like $10 or $15 for a brand new one. But like TJ Maxx also has great board books, especially themed ones for the holidays. So if you're looking for like a Christmas gift or something like that, we love going to TJ Maxx and finding some board books. I feel like people don't think that books are a good gift, but honestly, they are one of my son's favorite things. He reads books, looks through books every single day. The next one is one that I have gotten some weird looks from when I tell people that that's what they should get my kid for Christmas, and it is bath toys. We really like bath toys, especially like the ones where the water can trickle down through them and then the little like spindles, they spin, and it's just pretty cool. And even just like themed bath toys, like my son loves Spider-Man bath toys, but sometimes they get like moldy, gross if they're just like in the bathtub for a long time. So new bath toys are always a fun idea. Up next, I love sticker books. My son is entertained for hours by sticker books. So getting a sticker book or a coloring book is another really fun gift idea. Up next, I have puzzles, and this could be anything from like a puzzle from the Dollar Tree to like Melissa and Doug has some cube puzzles where they have to rotate and find the pictures that match that puzzle. And then it's like more puzzles than one, if that makes sense. I'll insert the picture so you know what I'm talking about, but it's actually really cool, and puzzles are really good for toddlers kind of developing minds. So puzzles is a favorite gift idea in our house. And then my last one for under $10 is going to be a writing tablet, and they have these on Amazon. Some of them can get actually pretty expensive. Like I've seen them for like $20-ish for one, but I like the ones that are in a pack of 2 for $10, and they're great. Kids can use them in the car if you're traveling like on a plane. It's just a really good activity for kids to be able to do. It just wipes their drawings right away and then they can draw again. So we really like the writing tablets. And honestly, like one writing tablet's not gonna last forever. So even if you don't know if a kid already has one, getting them another one would not hurt. All right, moving on to the $10 to $25 range. The first thing I have is walkie-talkies. This has actually been a really fun thing for us. My son actually has a speech delay, so we have used walkie-talkies as like a fun way to get him to talk. And this would be really fun for younger toddlers as well who are learning to talk. You can give them a walkie-talkie, take your walkie-talkie, and just kind of talk back and forth to them. They really think it's fun, and it does help with like speech. Next up, I have board games, and one of our favorites is Monkeying Around, where they have to repeat what you do. So it's like monkey see, monkey do. That's a really fun game, and I think it's a great gift idea because this is something that a lot of people aren't gonna have, and they'll think it's actually really fun once they start playing with it. Sticking with kind of like an educational kind of theme here, we have color sort and counting activities. There's a specific one on Amazon where you have like the color bowls, and then you have the animals that are all different colors, and you can sort them into the different color bowls, and you can also count how many of them there are. So that's a really fun one, and I think it's only like $12-ish. So this next one is something that kind of freaked me out at first, and that would be a Montessori cutting set. My son uses this to cut up clay instead of like actual food. Even if you have a toddler who you think is just like wild and dangerous, so do I, and he did really well with these. You'll probably still be scared even though I'm telling you not to be, but try not to be scared and let them try this because I think they'll like it. And the last thing in this category is going to be a little flashcard reader. You just take the little card and you put it into the flashcard reader, and it will read it to you. And if it's an animal or something, it will make the animal sound. So there will be a picture of the cow, and then you put the cow card into the card reader, and it will tell the kid, cow, moo. And my son loves going through these. So he'll just sit there and go through the flashcards, He'll name them a lot himself, but then if it's something that he doesn't know, it's great because he can just stick it into the card reader and it will read it out to him. So that's a lot of fun. It's something that's easy to travel with, and you can get you're gonna get a giant deck of cards, and if you let them, they're toddlers, they'll probably throw them everywhere. But you can kind of sort them out into smaller baggies. So I have like little bags of like 10 or 12 that he can use at once so that he doesn't have the entire deck. Getting into the next category, this is going to be up to $50, and we're going to start out with a tricycle. A tricycle is something that our pediatrician was like, you need to make sure he gets on a tricycle and learns how to like pedal his feet and steer the tricycle and all of that. So a tricycle is a good gift for a toddler if they don't have one already. And you can kind of like get these ranging from probably like $30 up to $80. I would just say make sure that it's something that they are able to ride, because we have made the mistake of putting my son on a tricycle that his legs aren't long enough for, and really made him mad. Next up, I have Melissa and Doug play sets. I think Melissa and Doug makes the best like pretend play sets. My son has the one where it is like the broom, the mop, the dustpan, all of that. There are fake kitchens and fake tool sets, and these are just really good for pretend play, and kids love being able to do stuff that you're doing. So giving them things that they can actually use is really fun for them. Then I have a toddler camera on here, and honestly I was like, oh, those things look like cheap and not that fun, and he's not gonna love them. He loves that thing. He will carry that thing around everywhere and take pictures of everything. I think just the little blue or pink like plastic tiny cameras are perfect. And you'll be surprised. The quality's not good, don't get me wrong, but you'll be surprised at what your toddler will take pictures of if you give them a little toddler camera and let them run around with it for a day. Next up on the list, I have gym mats, and gym mats are just really good for allowing them to tumble safely. And that's something that I feel like toddlers really get into, is like doing flips and jumping and doing all sorts of little tricks that they think they're doing. So I like gym mats just to be able to have like a soft, safe space for them, and you can even take them outside if you want to. You could also get a play couch, which I'll talk about later. It's just a little bit more expensive. And the last one in this category is probably one of my top recommendations for toddlers, and that's gonna be magnet tiles. I didn't get the actual like Magnetile brand. I got the one off of Amazon that I'll link. But these are fantastic. My son will play with these for so long. And what I actually ended up doing was taking blank pieces of paper and tracing kind of like little puzzles out of the shapes so that he could take the shapes and like fit them into what I traced. And that was really fun for him too. So not only does he have like some independent time to like play and build whatever he wants, but then he also has those little sheets where he can actually use it as a puzzle. Magnet tiles will keep him entertained for hours, and he is a kid who is like hyper, he's everywhere. So if he's entertained by it, I can almost guarantee most other toddlers are going to be entertained by it for a while. Now we're going to get into the over $50 category, and most of these things are going to be like bigger gifts. So the first one I'm going to say is a trampoline. We got a trampoline from Academy on Black Friday for $100, and he loved this thing. It sits outside. We don't actually bring it indoors ever, but it's one that's maybe if you have an extra room, it would be small enough to bring inside. But there are really good trampolines that you can find, especially on Black Friday deals, that your toddler will love. Next up, I have a climbing gym, and these are like the Montessori type climbing gyms that have the little step ladders and slides and the balance boards, things like that. You can get them individually, and individually they're gonna be, I don't know, maybe $50-ish a piece, but then you can get the whole set together and it's gonna run you about $150-ish. And we don't have one of these, but I do think that it would be a really good gift idea. It's on my radar for him for this Christmas. Like I said, I already mentioned the play couches. I did not get the Nugget couch. I got the dupe from Sam's Club, and he plays with this every single day. He is jumping on that thing, building forts out of that thing. It was 100% worth it. I don't think that I would pay like the full price for the nugget version, just because I know that the Sam's Club version works. So those are going to be, depending on which brand you buy, around $170-ish. It seems like it's a pretty steep price for like something for kids to jump on. That's why I said the gym mats are perfectly fine, but the play couches are a really good gift idea too if you're looking to spend that much money. Another thing that we use pretty much daily and was a lifesaver for us is a sensory table. And I got the one off of Amazon that's the dupe for the IKEA one. I feel like I've been saying like dupe 100 times. Anyways, we just love a good deal. So I got the one off of Amazon, and this literally looks exactly like the IKEA one, and you can even use the IKEA bins in it if your bins mess up or if you just want to replace your bins for some reason. This one has a big compartment and then 2 small compartments on the other side. We use it all the time, and for under $100, I feel like it's such a good deal. I think right now it's on sale for $70, so run and check that one out if you're looking for a sensory table for your toddlers. And the last one is my favorite gift ever to receive. Even as like an adult, as a teenager, as anyone, this is probably the best gift, and that's gonna be some kind of experience or membership. If you're trying to give a gift to a toddler, look for things around them that they can go do. So we have had memberships to like the Tennessee Aquarium, the Creative Discovery Museum, the zoo, Dollywood, just anything that is an experience for kids is going to be so much better than a toy. So I know that this one's a little bit expensive. You're usually going to be like getting like a family membership, especially if it's for toddlers. What you're gonna do is get a family membership, and then that will include like the parents and the toddlers, all their kids. So it's kind of like a gift for the family, but it's seriously the best thing ever. Our toddler loves going to places like that. He has enjoyed all of his memberships so much. We get great use out of them, and I could not recommend this gift enough. So if you're like a parent or a grandparent that's looking to gift something really fun, they're not gonna be like opening it up and getting super excited about it unless you make like, I don't know, some kind of cool picture go along with it, or get them a board book to go with it so that they understand what's happening. Like, it's not gonna be the most exciting thing to open up, but when they actually go use it, it's definitely the best. So that's my list of 20 things that you can get a toddler for birthdays or Christmas. With Christmas coming up, I hope you find it really helpful, and please subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any mom content from me, and I will see you in my next video.